like a lounge. It's a TV, it's a laptop computer over here. You know, there ain't a bathroom right there that, you know, you can't go in if somebody didn't, you know. It's a lounge. It's a place you come in, refrigerator for y'all to come in and eat, socialize, do what you're supposed to do, you know, which would be nice if we had it like that. You know, like I said, it's probably, you know, on the wonky end.
Right. You know, I would like adequate, and like I said, I know this is something that probably won't happen here, but I would actually like to be able to play my home games at my gym. You know, I actually like to have a nice gym instead of always, every game I go for basketball, I got to travel, whether it's home or away. Yes. You know, we don't have adequate facilities for athletics here on campus, and it hurts me for making money because, you know, you would save money on transportation because you got to get a bus. You know, if I play 25 games, 25 buses. You know, you know, you cut that in half if we have facilities on campus. And then, you know, I want to do tournaments. I want to bring teams in, but they have nowhere to change. Right. They have nowhere to, you know, store their stuff. You know, the girls really suffer because you run the risk of having too many ignorant people clustered up at a girls' game, you know, and it's so small. And like I said, dealing with the people we deal with, you know, there you go, the opportunity for something negative to happen. Yeah. You know, I would like to have, you know, my guys get adequate lockers. You know, we don't have adequate storage space, and it's improved. And they say, you know, a lot of it wasn't even back there. That's back there now. So, I mean, you know, I'm kind of like you. I'm thinking we got it good, but then I go, well, you know, it's funny. I took my kids to a tournament in Carrollton way after I was 6:35 towards the airport, and they went at high school, and they was like, is this a school or a college? I say, son, this is a high school. And they were looking at me shocked, like we didn't even know schools look like this. But like you said, if you never know you've been shortchanged, right, then you think you got it good till you go somewhere else and you see how they really had it. Now they had a lounge for the teachers. Like you say, we actually had a couch in there, TV. You know, they had some catered food. It wasn't Jason's Deli. You know, it was actually. I mean, so those are things that I see that, and we may never get it here. By the time we get it here, they'll be doing something else everywhere else. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, those are things that I see that I would love to have. Give me about 3 more minutes and we'll be almost done. Let's jump down to recommendations. Recommendations for improvement. What are we recommending that we would like to see improvement on professional development? Go ahead.
So, this is what I see. The things that we're doing right now in this meeting, Mr. Murray or Mr. Vega, someone, get a hold to this and send this forward to whomever the specialists are. Hey, you need to come and take a look at our people. You need to come and take a look at our classroom. We need that leadership pulling those specialists back down here. Say, hey, these are some of the issues that we have, you know, because their hands are tied. Those specialists, that's their job. Mm-hmm. See, so everybody is accountable for doing what they were hired to do. So that's what those specialists were hired to do, to make sure that this CAPE is up, running, and functional. And sometimes it is up and running and functional only because we do what we do as men and women and as professional teachers. Not because we're not getting support. We're not getting the support from the specialists. So they need to come down and take a look at this. And we need, for special development, they need to really focus and get involved into that. They need to put that on the line. True enough, I do agree, yeah, we should be able to handle our own, but they need to set a standard.
That's a good point.
They need to do that.
I'm in agreement.
Mac?
Just without, you know, being privy to all the information about instructional specialists, but I would just assume that they probably spread out over, I don't know how many schools.
Campuses.
Yes,
it's
sir.
hard to
Yes, sir.
put your hands on each individual campus, especially if it's something that's not brought to your attention. So I would definitely
But couldn't they say?
They could departmentalize
Yeah,
it, though.
couldn't they say all BIM, all K, all construction?
Construction.
BIM's gonna meet at
That's what I'm
Samuel.
saying.
Construction's gonna meet at Molina.
Right.
And as a specialist, I'm gonna put a head over each one of those departments, those many departments, and which is gonna have to be my job. I'm gonna define instruction. Okay, what does construction need? Where are they trying to go? Do I know the TEKS? Do I know the career path of the sequence of classes? You know, just like BIM 1, BIM 2. After BIM 2, where the kids go? I know that's a big one for us. You know, there is nobody that's saying, hey, this is where the kids starting at. This is where they need to go. What do they get in middle school? You know, we don't even know what they get in. A lot of times, that's their first time being exposed to a K class is in high school. You know, we got freshmen who can't even log into a computer because they haven't been taught. You know, we got some kids, if they don't take a K class, they never use a computer in class all year long. You know, so could they departmentalize? I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Yeah, okay, let's say our instructor specialist has 10 campuses. Out of those 10 campuses, you should have, you know, multiple groups. A BIM group, a print group, an architecture group.
Then it would also depend on what classes each campus is offering, because they don't all offer the exact same thing. Like Spruce's pathway gonna be different from what ours is, so they're gonna have a different
Everybody
setup.
don't have architecture, just Molina, us, Kingston, Skyline.
Okay, put those together then.
Four together.
So you put those 4 together. So you have to group us with other schools
And
that
you're
teach.
gonna have more schools that have BIM probably than anything, because it's kind of just a general elective class that basically most schools, high schools have. But you know, it would be nice if the K teachers could get together and collaborate a lot more than we do, because we don't really have an opportunity to get together as a group and meet with all of our instructional specialists and whoever's the head of downtown over the K department, and really get a chance to meet them, and so we can kind of work these issues out. So that would be great to me if we could get to a point where we could do that, where you know K can meet with the K teachers and the K instructional specialists and help us improve on what we need to do.
And that would have to come down from the district.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So this is something, like you said, needs to go here from the bottom.
It needs to leave here from the top and go to those specialists. You know, Mr. Murray, Mr. Baker, whomever. It needs to leave needs to leave here and go to those specialists. I'll give you an example. You know, I was telling you that I took that professional development, and I'm still waiting on my certificate. So I called over to Eastville and says, okay, we send it down to the district, and the district should be able to distribute that to you. And see, I'm still waiting on that. I shouldn't have to do that.
What?
You know what I mean? They know that I went, you know, because the district paid for it. You know.
Well, yeah, because it was, like I said, back, that might have been 4 or 5 years ago, but the district did staff development. It was easy. You got your certificate.
Oh, yeah.
Same day. Yeah.
Had your hours on there.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot easier, a lot simpler.
Yes, sir.
You could register online. I wish we could go back to that.
Yeah.
Because it just makes it a lot easier for everybody. But you know, it's that costs money, so that's another issue.
Well, all right, fellas, I know we got to go to class. I'm going to wrap this up. If y'all have any other issues,